Alrighty, we got a pretty long one here. 38 minutes, so we're gonna waste no time. We're gonna jump right into it here. Um, see if I can skip ahead. Right here. Okay, so we're floating down right here. We're gonna see. So yeah, so you can land all the way over here. Um, this is gonna be a doozy. This is gonna be up here with Paradise 3, starting off with a slime glitch and another one to get right up top. So this isn't going to be a true um like reaction video. I have never seen Perpexier's world record, but I have seen Australia's. So I'm preparing for a lot of things that I've seen thus far. But I'm sure, I mean, we're saving a minute off the time, so I'm sure there's some crazy stuff that's bound to happen. Um, Something that I don't know if it's allowed in this category to run, but there's some respawn glitches that you can do by going out of bounds on the pyramid. I don't think I showed it in my video, but if you go onto the quartz, um, you get smited from the heavens above, and you get struck down. And so there's some really interesting skips that you can do with that, but again, I'm not sure if they're allowed here in this category. So if you see Perpexier just jump off the side of the map, um, know that it's probably gonna mean a respawn glitch is coming. See, and like again, just right there, and I'm nitpicking because I can't do it. um, but missed the Oh, this is some pretty intense some climbing right there. That's pretty cool. And then there again. So again, I can't speed run to this caliber. I can't do slime glitches. I don't have the patience. I don't have the reaction time. I could not be a speedrunner. But again, and I know I say this in every single video because you find things that just like so that was close to being a respawn glitch, but just Neo around that wall. And but you find things when you're watching this and you're like, well, that can be improved. And that's even from, me as a layperson, um, just watching and going, okay, well, you're obviously saving fractions of a second if you jump on that enchanting table the first time, or if you hit that button the first time. And again, it's just me nitpicking because I'm I'm watching this and I'm a little bit jealous of the skills here. Um, Something else that I'm also really surprised about is that there's not really any videos on YouTube that will like explain how to do slime glitches. Like there's plenty of videos that'll say like, okay, here's how it works, here's why it works. It's still kind of a mystery. Um, and I think it's now just a feature of Minecraft. I think Mojang kind of looked at it and was like, well, it exists. So I think it's now a feature, but there's still a lot of stuff that's unknown about it, and it's just really difficult to try to pull off consistently. There's a couple of setups that you can build yourself um, that will let you um, just slime glitch every single time. And like I was saying, it has to do with where you're landing and where you jump from the block to where you're landing. And so I just had a brain fart there. and that's a pretty nice. It wasn't even a slime glitch. It was just using the slime to get up to there. Um, I lost my train of thought now too. Um, yeah, it's gone. I don't remember what I was saying. That's all right. We can just keep going. Is this so yeah, that would have been a respawn glitch because he's now in the next area here. And I think it's proximity that triggers where you spawn, or that determines where you spawn, but I could be wrong. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, a little bit of a an angled Neo kind of. I don't really know what the official name for those jumps are. Head up this way. If I remember correctly, I had quite the difficult time. Uh oh, looks like we're jumping down a big hole. If we can figure out a way to skip this, this is easily like, I don't even know, like another 30 seconds off. It depends on how long it takes them to get up here. Yeah, probably around like 30 seconds. Okay, see, there we go. And then we get like a true respawn glitch. So by dying off the side of the pyramid, and then you can fall and not take fall damage. I forget which reaction video it was. I think it would have been Paradise 3, I think, where I talked a little bit about respawn glitches there. That was that's a really cool sequence. Hit that sign there so you don't have to fall and then make your way out of the crypt. Tiny little slime glitch. Those slime glitches where you just don't have momentum or a lot of height going into them, and then you can skip half the level. Those are crazy. You got a snake. Being slowed down by the snake right now. If we can figure out how to skip this snake, it would be good. This should be cool. Yeah, so Neo around the side there. Very nice. No slime glitches? I was expecting some slime glitches there. Alright, outrun the minecart. Let's see if we can learn any tricks from him. Everything looks pretty standard here so far. Except for the fact that I can't see where he's going. That's another thing. Make sure to jump over the holes. Yeah. Um, that's another thing. Just like the way that Perpexier specifically runs while looking at the ground, I could never. I I could not. That's really impressive. I could not. I can't run this map or any of the maps fast at all, let alone while looking at the floor the entire time. So that's just super impressive. That was a really nice section to watch too. That was crazy. Is this the elytra bit? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Yep. That's crazy. You can skip the entire elytra bit. And there we go, just like if you can figure out how to not jump down the hole, then you don't have to get back out of the hole. Oh, using the oh, that that that's not very difficult at all. That skips the entire tree section there. That's interesting. Okay, that skips a pretty big chunk of the level too. The fire would be really annoying too. That would be another thing that would bother me as a runner, and that's another reason why I can't run these maps. There's so many things. I would be too focused on the fire that's on my screen. I wouldn't be able to make my jumps. I have a feeling this section would be pretty cool. There's slime glitch. Do we get a slime glitch, or is it just gonna be standard? I was wrong. My gut was wrong. Okay, normal slime. This is cool. I bet this ice section will have something really cool. Didn't even look like he got any extra momentum from that jump. Oh, okay. That gets you up top there. Going backwards. And I thought Pyramid had some convoluted routes, and the runners make him even more convoluted. That's crazy. He's he's up by 5 seconds, almost 5.5 seconds, but he's behind his best pace by about 6.5. It's probably from jumping on the enchanting table first try. That alone probably saves 6 seconds, probably. Just anxiously waiting there on the um, on the snake there. Again, just being restrained by the snake, and because we're using snakes, the run cannot drop below however long the snake takes. Looks like he stopped his momentum there more than he needed to. I could be wrong. It felt like he stopped his momentum a little bit prematurely. I guess that's another thing that I haven't really talked about. Um, you can kind of control your momentum in the air. It's something that I kind of do by second nature, like sixth sense, kind of at this point. But if you stop holding forward, we get a respawn glitch here. We do. That one doesn't look too difficult. It just looks like you have to jump a little bit early so you don't lose your momentum on the front wall when jumping down. Slime glitch? Yeah, very nice. Um, so holding Control W in the air, well, Control W is how you run, and then you're obviously pressing space to sprint or whatever your keybinds are. Mine is pretty standard. I use Control W space, standard stuff, I think. I know some people like to play with uh, sprint as shift, but I think that's because of some of the shooter games. But I use control. So you have control. and W will make you run forward. And then when you're in the air, if you let go of W, it will stop some of your momentum. You kind of get a little bit of a pull backwards, and it helps you to align for your jumps in midair. And then if you let go of Control and W, it's going to stop even more of that momentum. Similarly, if you start holding Control and W in the air after just falling like normally, like say you walk off of something, or one of those dropper sections where you have to drop down, but you don't want to hit that front wall because that'll stop your momentum. You can, instead of running and jumping off, you could just walk and jump off, and then you could hold control, and you'll start gaining your momentum. Um, I don't have a technical reason for why Minecraft does this. I just know that it's a thing that happens. That doesn't look too terrible, judging from the fact that it's not a slime glitch and it's just using some proper alignment. Yeah, that definitely saves some time. Look at that. That's crazy. Okay, very nice. Yep. Do we get a slime glitch here? Yeah, so we don't have to go all the way around. Makes sense. Oh, very nice. That'll save you a trip around. Jump over that. Respawn glitch here? Yeah, alright. The more I watch them, the easier they look to do, but I feel like if I were to go and try them, that I uh I would fail miserably. Alright, cutting it on the outside. So I have to go around the fence. Up the vine. I bet this section is really, really tedious too because you're spending a lot of time climbing ladders and climbing vines, and you can't increase your climbing speed. So that adds. Oh, respawn glitch here. Wow. Wow. Another one of my favorite sections just gone. That was pretty cool though. Slime glitch. All the way up to the top. Okay. Respawn glitch. So, judging from the different ways that I've been seeing these respawn glitches, so I don't actually think it matters the height that you fall. Um, oh, a little bit of a lava climb. That's like super optimized. Like I wouldn't have come up with that by myself. Um, what was I saying? The oh yeah, the respawn glitches. So I don't think it actually matters how far you fall to get the respawn glitch. I think it just matters how quick you actually like leave your spawn location. I don't really know how to explain that. So I was watching in that like green and blue like court section. Uh, he specifically hit a a ledge and then went to a completely different location. Um, and so I think that the points where he's dying are actually just the quickest ways for him to die. Um, so you can see when he jumped onto the side of the pyramid, he could have he could have he probably could have just fell straight down to the bottom of that like color area. Um, but by jumping to the outside of the pyramid, it actually kills him faster because he's not waiting. He's not falling all the way down, so he's not waiting as long. So I think the height doesn't matter. All that matters is that you have to die, and then you just have to leave fairly quickly. I think that slime glitch doesn't look horrendous. It looks like there's a fairly easy setup for it, but I honestly don't know. Like I said, I can't do slime glitches, so I don't really have any knowledge about them. Oh, we're about halfway through here, and yeah, we're five levels, so the back half is actually longer than the front half. Yep, skip that entire section by jumping over the wall. Waiting on the snake here. Turn down the render distance. I wonder what that's for. I wonder if it's for making like the game run smoother. I wonder how much of a role that actually plays. If he just wasn't wasting time and that doesn't like actually matter. But see again, like the snake limits what was possible. That's a pretty cool respawn glitch. We fall off, so we can then. Okay. So I. Okay, so I don't think that this is necessary. It's probably just easier. So instead of having to take the snake the entire way, um, you could just respawn glitch and you could just wait for it. Um, because you still have to wait for the snake to get to that section anyways. So why not do nothing while you're waiting? I'm sure it takes some stress off of him. So that's my 2 cents about that. I don't think that respawn glitch is necessary. It just makes the run a little bit less stressful because instead of constantly doing something, um, you have the option to wait. This is some pretty intense wall climbing here. Jeez. It really makes you wonder how much time this actually saves. We jump. Jeez. We're getting way up here, huh? Wow. Neo around. Jeez. I bet that's a really, really difficult part to do. As you saw, he did screw up one of the jumps. That cost him some time. But that looks super stressful because you're trying to go as fast as you can, but you want to make sure that uh, you actually get the jumps, which means you can't go slow. Double slime glitches. There is one in the last area. I just talked over it, and then the one there, and another one here. So we're 3 for 3 right now in consecutive slime glitches. Let's see how long this streak can get. Is there a slime glitch in here? No, but I think I talked about that um in my video. Do we get a Oh, no, it wasn't a slime glitch, and that wasn't either. But ooh, that cost a little bit of time there. Nothing too horrendous. But yeah, I think I talked about it in my video where you can probably skip that entire section. Oh, jeez. That looks pretty difficult. I'm not even sure that he jumped off the top there. It looked like he maybe just ran off. But that doesn't make sense for the setup. So I have to assume that it was a jump and I just missed it. We get something crazy in here. Yeah. Yeah, we do. And another, that wasn't a slime glitch, but you can't do that without glitching prior. It's a Neo. And I wonder if we how I again wonder about that being a global timer or not. Like at what point do you have to not do skips in order to hit that cycle? What would be more beneficial? But I have to assume that it's not on a global timer and the minecart loop is started based on how close you are. And if that's the case, then that adds some more unavoidable seconds to the run. Going through here, it overall it's just a very very satisfying run to watch. Um, Again, I can't even begin to imagine doing anything to this caliber. Um, so very very, ooh, that was kind of rough to look at. Yeah, it's very satisfying to watch this here. Has all these flipped open just to make the runs easier. And I know there will be some, like the purists will say that, you like your runs can't be valid if, the map isn't how you got it when you downloaded it. But there are ways to make sure that the trapdoors don't open. That's pretty useful to know right there. I'm interested to know why we wouldn't get. Oh, we can't get a respawn glitch because it'll put us all the way back up top. That's why. This would be a perfect area to respawn glitch, but the spawn area isn't close enough to it. So we have to jump down a hole. I wonder what that was about. And I looked back at it there. Small time loss, I think. Nothing major. Jump over that. I wonder if that has to have been a respawn glitch. But he took a really, really long time to jump off again. This is just further cementing me knowing nothing about respawn glitches. Alright. Newer around. That was like a, I don't know, that was a respawn glitch, but in a different sense of the term. Where you're respawning into a different area than when you started, as opposed to the respawn glitch where you die, respawn, and then use your invincibility to not take damage on your way down. Nice. That's gonna be a huge save. You have to jump down a big hole. Anytime you can skip jumping down a big hole, it's probably for the best. Respawn glitch here. Yeah, and again, it doesn't look difficult to do, but I know if I go and try it, I'm gonna mess it up. Head up top, bring it around, hindered by the vines. Wish there was a way to make vine climbing scream? Vine climbing speed go faster. And ladder climbing speed. You want to minimize the amount of time in which you're not moving at top speed, which means you don't want to hit walls, you don't want to climb up anything, you don't want to swim through anything, you don't want to walk across slime or honey blocks. Lots of things that can slow you down. And take it in your stride though. Clean, very clean. Up top. Oh, a little bit of a trip up there. Not too bad. Okay, avoiding the water. This is a. So like it didn't look like he was jumping. It just looks like he was walking off. And if that's the case, then I can 100% explain why that is. So it's more efficient um, to walk off blocks than it is to jump off blocks. Because when you jump, you're going up, and what goes up must come down. This is that looks excruciatingly difficult. And I think that's how skip should be. If you're skipping that much, it should be difficult to do. That one doesn't look so bad. We got a slime glitch. I take it back. It looks pretty difficult, but it's quicker to walk off blocks than to jump off blocks because when you jump, you gain height, so you go up. And as we know, what goes up must come down. In most cases, in Minecraft, that's normally true. Um, and so when he was going around that like spiral staircase type area, by not jumping, he he's spending less time in the air and gets to redirect his momentum quicker to the next step. So basically, by walking off instead of jumping off, you cut out the time that it takes to fall essentially, and it seems very minuscule in the grand scheme of things. It is. It 100% is. It's very very small. But in a section like that where you chain a whole bunch of those together or you just have a lot of them in a run, those milliseconds will add up over time and then it starts to matter. So I bet if somebody took the exact same route, like you go to a tool assisted speed run program, task program, this is oh, okay. Okay, that's really cool. That doesn't look too difficult to do. I like that a lot actually. But if you go to a task program and you put in the exact same inputs that are in this run right here, slime glitch. Oh, way up here. That's crazy. And another one. If you put the same inputs into a tool assisted program, but instead of walking off, you you jump off, I'm sure that it would lose to this run by a very 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 small margin, but I'm sure it would lose. It's so crazy how you can just get on top of stuff. Yep. I was talking about slime glitches a little bit in another video, and I also mentioned that with honey blocks, if you're on the very edge pixel, the game doesn't think that you're on the honey block, so you can walk at normal speed and you can jump. Same is true for soul sand. So if you're on the very edge pixel um, of a soul sand block, you can run at normal speed. Uh, it's that's a pretty good tip just for Minecraft in general. If you're running away from something, piglins or ghasts or skeletons, and you get on the edge of the block, it'll actually have you. It'll make you run faster. You can get away easier that way. Or just parkour in general. Any map that has jumps on it where you have to use soul sand. But just know it only works when it's off, like when you're over air and not next to another soul sand block. Um, if it's a soul sand block that's next to another block, then just don't run on the soul sand block. But if you're on a soul sand block that's next to a soul sand block, that trick isn't going to work. But then it wouldn't matter because you don't have to make any jumps because it's right next to you anyways. What's he doing here? Oh wow. I did not see that coming. Okay. I thought that was going to be a double slime glitch. Well, let me explain that better. Uh that were done back to back instead of stopping in the middle there. But again, like it doesn't matter to me cuz I can't do this and I'm in no way critiquing this at all. It's just I guessed wrong is all I'm trying to say. Oh wow. Crazy. Okay, so this is I believe it would be the secret area maybe? I don't know. Minecart goes through there. Yeah, and shortcut there. So I hope you guys were paying attention to how to get there cuz I wasn't. I was talking and talking. But we get to the last level here and this absolutely magnificent run comes to a close. There we go. Yep. Oh, surprise. So for any of the viewers out there, if if you're able to replicate this run the entire time, just do the exact same inputs, but just fix the very, very small mistakes, you will be a world record holder. There's a map with an end portal at the end of it that you get into one of the portal frames and it starts to send you up quicker. 1 minute and 2.25 seconds is what he beat his PB by. But that's going to conclude Parkour Pyramid, and I will see you guys next time for, let's see, what are we going to do? Well, I suppose Halloween Spiral 2, because I haven't played Halloween Spiral, Christmas Pyramid, or Dimension Eggs. So I will see you guys next time for our last world record reaction video in Halloween Spiral 2. So I will see you guys next time.